There is a new disco ball you can purchase from the store. Old birds can fly, shoot missiles, and stomp on you. Old birds will target other enemies. There are two new suits. The first is the bunny suit, and the second is the bee suit. You can also buy the purple suit, which used to be exclusively for challenge moons. In the AI of forest giants, there's a function that allows them to hear, but this function was never actually implemented. On the new Tier 2 moon Adamance, there's a shack with a locked door. Inside this shack, you'll see 68 art painted on the wall. If you type this into console, this will route you to a secret moon called 68 Artifice that costs 1500 credits. Eyeless dogs, hoarding bugs, slimes, mimics, butlers, baboon hawks, and Jeb can all hear you. Thumpers only get aggroed if you're in their field of view, which means you can actually kill them without ever aggroing them. If you're holding a weapon, baboon hawks are much less likely to attack you. The more weight you're carrying, the more likely baboon hawks are to attack you. You can kill a forest keeper, and it only takes 30 shovel hits. There's a new Easter egg item. When you throw an Easter egg, it normally doesn't do anything, but there are random spots around the map where if you happen to throw the Easter egg in that specific spot, the Easter egg will explode. Storm intensity and fog density are randomly determined when you land. This just means that sometimes lightning will strike a lot, sometimes it won't, and sometimes fog will be really bad, sometimes it won't be as bad. When you're at the company building, if you look up and drop items, this will drop them all the way down to the floor, which makes it a little easier to pick up when you're transferring to the desk. Butlers will only attack you if you're alone. When you kill a butler, he will drop a kitchen knife, which you can use to kill other enemies. If you type scan on the console and you're prompted with a message that says scan for items, that means there's a shotgun somewhere outside the ship. If you didn't bring a shotgun outside the ship, then that just means there's a nutcracker somewhere on the map. If you take this route to the Assurance Fire exit, you will not take any fall damage, and it's the fastest way to get indoors compared to every other moon. Dine is a completely different map. If you jump off the ship diagonally to the left, this will take you straight to fire exit. If you keep going around this mound to the right, this will take you to main entrance. Tulip snakes can follow you inside.
So you said this is the new jetpack, right? The new oh shit, I'm gonna hit the stand, aren't I?
Hitting a turret will cause it to spin around 720 degrees while shooting, which can be useful if it's patrolling an area you're trying to get past. One key spawns for every locked door, which means if you find a locked door, there is a key somewhere on the map. Beehives only spawn at the very beginning of the day. Baboon hawks can follow you on top of the ship. If you go around the outside of the fence on 68 Artifice, there's a secret hole in the fence that you can use to safely get to and from the ship. On 68 Artifice, there are levers inside the warehouses that you can use to close the garage. If an Easter egg explodes near a giant, it will be set on fire and the giant will slowly burn to death. In the last paragraph in the Old Bird Bestiary, it mentions a moon called 5 Embryon. If you type this into console, this will route your ship to that moon. There are two types of spike traps. The first one will be activated when a player runs underneath them. The second one is on a timed interval that can be as low as 3/4 of a second and as high as 27 seconds. Most of the spike traps you see will be on a timed interval. Pulling the apparatus will wake up all old birds. Forest keepers have a suspicion meter. The more suspicious they are of you, the more likely they are to attack the moment they see you. You can swing a knife as fast as you can click your mouse, but hits will only register every 0.43 seconds. There are two hidden items that you cannot obtain in-game. The first is a portable minimap, which does work, and the second is a pair of binoculars, which kind of look like a telescope, but they do not work. If you dig deep enough in the Lethal Company files, you'll find this photo of Obama. Yes, this is true. The AI behind Butlers is coming very soon. Make sure you guys hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I also started an Instagram and the algorithm has been doing me pretty dirty. You can scan this QR code or click the first link in the description. Go crazy.